On one. I'm on one. Hey, welcome to the Doghouse. The Lake Mills Bulldogs are hosting the Eagle Grove Eagles tonight. Both teams are wearing purple and gold. Not sure what the jerseys will be tonight because we have warm-ups over the jerseys. So Eagle Grove comes into tonight's match with an overall and conference record of 1-3. They are coached by Elliot Segala, Mary Vengagas, and Jamie Todd. The Bulldogs come into tonight's match overall with 5-3 and a conference of 3-0. Forest City and Lake Mills are the only two undefeated conference foes as of now. And Forest City is not playing tonight. They've got a big homecoming week over there. So for tonight's match, we are going to start out with the Eagles and their lineup. Tonight this is Ree Peterson coming from the Lake Mills Doghouse, the gym. And I am sitting next to our former player, Kelsey Larson Ringham.
Yes,
and
hello.
she is going to be helping us out tonight. Coach Ellingson is down watching her grandsons run in a cross-country meet. So starting for tonight for the Eagles will be number 2, Olivia Conway. She is a defensive specialist. She is a senior. Then we have another defensive specialist, number 3, Crystal Flores. She is just a sophomore. Hitting on the outside for the Eagles, a junior, number 23, Addison Jeske. The libero is Noelle Kovacs. She will be wearing the libero jersey, number 18. She is a senior. A sophomore middle hitter, number 12, Kendra Child. A senior middle hitter, Chloe Style. She will be wearing jersey number 24 for the Eagles. And finally, number 1, the Eagles setter, a junior, Kennedy Thacker. For the Bulldogs tonight, we have coached by Brooke Christensen, Haley Culver, and Micah Peters. Sydney Hagan is number 2. She is a senior defensive specialist. Number 4, libero, senior, Taylor Vonick. Number 6, Avery Eastfold. Number 11, outside right side hitter. Number 7, a senior, Dottie Byers, who is also Coach Christensen's daughter. She will be hitting on the outside. Addison Frank is a sophomore. She will be wearing jersey number 15. She is a middle hitter. Jolie Rice will be setting the ball for the Bulldogs tonight. She is a senior. She will be wearing jersey 19. And rounding out the lineup for the Bulldogs is senior number 21, Ava Moen, another middle hitter. Coming into the game later will be Bailey Dagstead. At least she has been in the past, and we will get that up to date when substitutes come in. We are going to go to our pregame show. Tonight's Lake Mills pregame show is brought to you by Norseman Trucking in Lake Mills, where the name on the side of the truck means opportunity. Learn more at norseman.com.
Think you've got what it takes to be a trucker? Want to see the country and get paid for it? Norseman Trucking will give you everything you need to succeed. A competitive salary, a $3,000 sign-on bonus, no-touch freight, so you don't have to waste your time unloading or unloading anything. Just drive and deliver. Our 77% driver retention rate means they're loyal and happy because they know we treat them right. So come get paid to travel and check out Norseman.com today.
Handle tough laundry loads with the power of a Maytag washer in your laundry room. You can walk away while stains wash away with extra power to boost stain fighting on any wash cycle. Plus, the built-in water faucet makes it easy to give clothes a quick rinse or a long soak. Shop Maytag top-load washers today at Singlestead Hardware, your do-it-best store at 202 North Washington in Lake Mills, or at singlesteadhardware.com.
Stengert Insurance in Lake Mills, proudly serving clients since 1992. We offer a diverse range of insurance options and companies backed by staff that are devoted to you. Whether it's going through your EOBs and bills to make sure your bills are getting paid correctly, or a personal insurance review to make sure your property is up to current replacement cost levels, Stengert Insurance is there for you. Stengert Insurance, quality, service, and knowledge from one of the area's leading independent insurance providers.
Every journey has a beginning. At MBT Bank, we can help you get started. We offer online account opening for personal checking and savings accounts. Want to make the most of your money with an interest-bearing account? Check out our Go Smart account, designed for those ages 14 to 23, or our Go Plus account, featuring a higher rate of interest when qualifications are met. To open an account or learn more about our products, visit us online at mbtbank.bank or stop by any MBT Bank location. Member FDIC.
Get excited about going to work. Winnebago Co-op Telecom of Lake Mills, Iowa is currently hiring technicians and construction. If you're self-motivated, love working outdoors, and like variety in your work, we want to hear from you. WCTA is a local and progressive leader, a growing company with exceptional benefits, great pay, consistent hours, flexible PTO, and more. See details at wctatel.net/careers. That's wctatel.net/careers. WCTA is an equal opportunity employer.
And we are back after hearing from our sponsors. We appreciate everything they do to support the Bulldogs. And thank you for making this live streaming broadcast available for our watchers at home. We have a nice crowd on hand here tonight in the Dog Pound. And we have the Bulldogs are on the court right now getting their warm-up in. Again, for those of you that don't know, there is 5 minutes of mutual ball handling by both teams. Then the visitor gets to take the court for 6 minutes, and then followed by the home team, which is the Bulldogs tonight, because we are in the doghouse. And they are now in their final minute of their warm-up, and they are on the service lines warming up for their serving. We are unsure of who has first serve, but we will find that out shortly. Tonight's officials are Carl Woolridge and Jason Slater, both of Forest City. Kelsey, what do you think about tonight's match? We think the Bulldogs will stay in system?
I think they will. It'll be interesting to see if she mixes it up, puts a couple different girls in there. Last home game was different for them. They were down a few times, so hopefully they can come out strong and take control right away.
Sounds like a great plan for the Bulldogs. The Eagles will be on your left side of the screen, and they are wearing black jerseys with a gold and purple stripe on the sleeves. Their libero will be in a gold uniform. The libero has to wear a contrasting uniform from the rest of her teammates. The Bulldogs are wearing their white jerseys tonight. Our libero, Taylor Vonick, number 4, will be wearing the purple jersey, again contrasting with the colors of her teammates. We are going to go and listen now to our lineup by our announcer. Thank you, Linda Saxon and the Lake Mills Choir. That was a beautiful rendition of our national anthem. I have to make a correction here. We have number 8, Hannah Sternberg. She is a junior. She will be starting for the Bulldogs tonight. She is an outside right side hitter. We are about to get underway with the first call. We have Jason Slater is R1 and Carl Woolridge is R2. R1 and R2. R1 is the official that is on the stand. R2 is the official that is on the floor. The official on the floor is the one that checks the lineups and watches for out of rotation on the receiving team. And the R1 is tracking the net and the hit of the ball. And he also is in charge of making sure that the lineup is correct for the serving team. Okay, Taylor Vonnick has taken position on the court as the libero in place of Ava Moen. And we are now getting the Eagles getting their lineup checked by Mr. Woolridge. Also getting the captain to wave up at the up official. The captain on the floor is the only one that can visit with the officials about a call or an explanation of a call. We have the Bulldogs with the first serve. Jolie Rice, after checking stats today, is serving at 100% on the season. She has a nice serve. We are going to go to a middle attack and a nice swing by the Eagles off the hands of Jolie Rice, who is back on defense. We now have number 2, Olivia Conway. She's a defensive specialist back on the service line. Up by Taylor Vonnick, swing by Hannah Sternberg, and that is in for a kill on the right side. Swinging from the right side. She will now be replaced by Sydney Hagan, who's coming into the set. She will go back to serve. Avery Eastfold was back there thinking it was her turn, but not quite. And into the net by Sydney Hagan gives the guests a 2-1 lead for the evening. We have a substitution now coming in. Number 13, Nadia Kaiser is coming in for the Eagles. Number 23, Addison Jeske is on the service line. And that ball also goes into the net. Number 23 will now be replaced by number 35, who I do not have her on my roster in front of me. Oh, there she is, Briley Mira. Eastfold on the service line for the Bulldogs, taken by the Eagles. Set outside, a nice block by the Bulldogs. Addison Frank and Ava Moen with the block. Eastfold back on the service line once again. Bulldogs are leading 3-2 in this first set. Ball is overpassed, and Ava Moen went up to try to get her hands on it, just went slightly over and drops to the floor. We are tied up at 3-3. The libero for the Eagles is back on the service line, Kovacs. Up by Vonnick, set by Rice, brought back up, hit by Addison, and we have a net violation on Frank at the net. There was an overpass, just got a little too much swing into it. Eagles are leading 4-3. Kovacs on the service line for the Eagles. Dottie Byers with the attack. Brought back over free ball. Bulldogs on the attack again, outside to Byers. And it is out. It is long. Oh, we have a touch call. We have a touch call by the official. Bulldogs will get the serve back. Bailey Dagstead coming in for Jolie Rice. Kenley Kessler coming in for Addison Frank. Looks like the Bulldogs are starting to run a 6-2 instead of a 5-1 offense. Kenley serving. Taken up by the libero from Eagles. Free ball over the net. Another free ball by the Bulldogs, back over into the Eagles court. Ball is set to the middle. It is a joust at the middle, and Ava Moen hits that really close to the line, but it's called out. Oh, we have another net violation by the Eagles. So the Bulldogs will retain the serve. Penley Kessler on the service line for the Bulldogs. She's gone on a little run here. Middle attack, tipped. Bailey Dagstad brought it up, and Ava Moen takes a chance and takes it over to zone 4 with a tip for the kill.
That was a beautiful example of court awareness by Ava Moen there.
Very much so. Tenley on the service line. Taken up by the Eagles, going to be pushed over. Ball set outside to Byers, who puts it down for a kill. Bulldogs are getting their balls to their hitters tonight. Had some nice attacks. Some have gone long. Kessler on the service line. Brought up by the Eagles. Scrambling, another free ball over. Bulldogs are in system. Byers with attack off the net and to the floor right in front of the defensive specialist by the Eagles. Kessler has gone on a nice little run now. The Bulldogs are now leading 8-4. Due in part to a couple of net violations by the Eagles. Free ball over by the Eagles in the hands of the Bulldogs, and another tip over. Going outside to the Eagles, off the block. It is dug up by Taylor Vonick. Free ball over. Ball is in the Eagles' court. Another attack brought up by the Bulldogs. There is a nice attack by Byers, going between zones 1 and 6. Score is now 9-4 in this first set. Bulldogs are breaking open the lead here. Kessler on the service line. Nice serve. Ball's going to go to the middle. Blockers are up. No touch. Ball drops on the Eagles side for point number 10 for the Bulldogs. Some good communication going on the floor by the Bulldogs, talking about where they need to be in the blocking situation. Another tip over, brought up by Vonick. Outside, and to the middle. It was more like a 3 there. Ran to the middle with Ava Moen, who gets another kill for the evening. Score is 11-4. Kessler continues to serve for the Bulldogs. And off the hands of the outside hitter, number 24, for an ace serve for Kessler. That was Stiles trying to receive that ball. Kessler's doing a nice job on that service line. Short one right in front of the libero, and it drops for an ace serve. Kelsey, wouldn't you say the Bulldogs seem a little more relaxed this evening, ready to play?
More organized tonight. Everyone knows their job, working well together too, communicating.
I think the 6-2 offense is working well for them also.
Yeah, they have different hitters playing different positions and rotating.
There was a little miscommunication between our setter, who is back for defense, and our defensive specialist. Ball dropped between them. Communication is really key when it comes to digging up balls out of that back row. We have the Eagles back on the service line. Thacker, she is their setter, and that ball goes into the net, giving Bulldogs their 14th point. Coming into the game is Hannah Sternberg. She will be playing front row. Sydney Hagan comes out. Dottie Byers on the service line for the Bulldogs. Little jump serve. And a nice attack, but the Bulldogs were there with the block. Credit Ava Moen and Sternberg with that block. Dottie Byers continues to serve, 15-5. We have a substitution coming into the set for the Eagles. number 26, Natalie Peterson. She is just a junior this year. Ball is brought up by the Eagles, going outside to Peterson, who is blocked. Nice attack, who is blocked, but the block goes out of bounds for the Eagle point. Number 3, Flores is coming back into the match. I believe she is going back to serve. Number 23 is also coming back into the game for the front row, Jeski. She is an outside hitter. Flores is back on the service line for the Eagles. Taken by Vonick, set by Kessler, tipped over by Dagstead. Pushed by the Eagles. Attacked by a... Okay. I'm trying to figure out the call here. One called a touch, one official called a touch, the other one called out. So the point...
I'm thinking that it hit the net, and since Lake Mills was technically the last to touch it, and it went out of bounds, that it was the
that was my guess too. So I don't think it cleared the net. I think you're correct on that one. Okay, Bulldogs. That serve was into the net by the Eagles, so the Bulldogs are on the serve with our libero Vonick serving, pushed over by the Eagles. Kessler on the back row attack, and Dottie Byers out of the back row does not clear the net with that attack. Libero is leaving the court. Peterson, I believe, is going back to serve. Number 12, Child, came back into the front row. Nice serve by Peterson, off the arms of Byers and into the crowd of the Bulldogs fan club over there in the dog pound. Score is 16-9 in favor of the Bulldogs. Nice pass by Dagstead. Nice attack by Hannah Sternberg. She is just a junior, took it off Peterson. We have substitutions coming in. Jolie Rice is coming in for Bailey Dagstead. She will be now setting out of the back row. And Addison Frank coming in for Kenley Kessler. Frank is just a sophomore. Jolie Rice is a senior setter. She's on the back line for... Brings the ball up. Sternberg on the attack. Ball is still alive in the Eagle court. A nice tip, and it is stuffed blocked by Hannah Sternberg and Addison Frank. Bulldogs are doing a nice job. The other night they got called in the net so many times that they've cleaned that up. I think the tournament this weekend really, has probably helped. Sternberg, court aware, pushes that ball on an overpass over the net. Frank on the attack, brought up by the Eagles, back over, and Sternberg on the attack from the right side. Going to be pushed over by the Eagles. Going to the outside, Avery Eastfold with the kill. I believe, is that her first kill on the evening?
Yes, it is.
Jolie Rice has got us in the lead, 19-9. Nice little short serve. Oh, and she had a foot fault on the serve. Serve was good, but she can't step on that back line. Coming into the set for the Eagles is Olivia Conway. She will go back to serve, number 6. Middleton came out of the set. Serve taken by Byers, set by an Avery. Eastfold on the attack, just goes a little long. Score is 19-11. Bulldogs get this point back and hopefully finish out the set. Back row attack, out of system, going to the middle hitter. Brought up by Rice. Avery Eastfold on the attack, just kind of a little slide over shot. pushed by the Eagles. Bulldogs on the attack. Sternberg into the net. Bulldogs got to get a pass up there to the setter, Jolie Rice. She can get this ball in motion and stay in system. Sternberg on the attack again, and that is off the arms of the defensive specialist, Conway, for the Eagles. Coming into the set for the Bulldogs is number 2, Sydney Hagan. Coming out is Hannah Sternberg after that nice attack. I believe Sydney's first serve went into the net. Let's see if we can get the 21st point for the Bulldogs here. Good serve. They're going to go outside. Nope, they're going back to the middle by the Eagles, and it does not clear the net. Addison Frank was the only blocker up, but it did not clear the net. Score is now 21-12. Hagan on the service line for the Bulldogs. Nice short, so a little too short. I thought she was going to drop that right over the net. Just a little bit too short. Coming into the set for the Eagles is number 13, Kaiser. Coming out is number 3, Flores. Back on the service line is number 23, the setter, or the outside hitter, Addison. Ball is going to the right side for the Bulldogs to Eastwold, and that goes long. She started that approach a little too soon. She got the ball a little bit too far behind, and when that happens, the ball launches deep. Chesty back on the service line for the Eagles. Bulldogs running a quick with Frank, and it is down for a point. Bulldogs are now in the lead, 22-14. Avery Eastvold goes back to the service line. Ava Moen comes back into the set as Taylor Vonick takes a break in the action. Nice serve by Eastvold. She's going to set her outside hitter. Tack. Going to the right side, Frank. And that is in for a kill for Addison Frank for the Bulldogs. Again, she is just a sophomore. Eastfold on the service line. Nice short serve. Ball is okay. We have Eagles looked like they had saved that ball, but the down official called it out of bounds. Must not have cleared the antenna. Eastfold on the set point here with the serve. Eagles are taking a free ball over, and it does not clear the net. And the Bulldogs win 25-14 in the first set. We're going to go to our sponsors.
Farmers, are you adding to or upgrading your grain handling system? Grow Electric in Lake Mills can help. We have specialized in agriculture electric needs for more than 40 years and take pride in the quality of work and service we provide. Steve and his experienced team will get your grain handling equipment running, standing behind their work. To get your project scheduled, contact Grow Electric in Lake Mills today. Call 641-592-8282. Follow us on Facebook or at growelectric.com. That's GROE electric.com.
At Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, our ag and commercial lenders offer over 200 years of combined experience in agriculture and business lending. We offer financing solutions to help grow, start, and support farming operations and small businesses. FTSB specializes in operating, real estate, equipment, livestock, and FSA guaranteed loans. Contact FTSB today for your ag business needs. Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Football season is upon us, and now is a great time to get a new Ford truck to haul the tailgating supplies to the games. Forest City Ford has a good selection of new trucks ready to go. This is Pete Gal. We have 2023 F-150s of various colors and option packages. We also have Edges, Expeditions, Explorers, and more, all waiting for you. Come see us today to start the tailgating at Forest City Ford, where customers send their friends, at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City, or online at forestcityford.com.
Think you've got what it takes to be a trucker? Want to see the country and get paid for it? Norseman Trucking will give you everything you need to succeed. A competitive salary, a $3,000 sign-on bonus, no-touch freight, so you don't have to waste your time unloading or unloading anything. Just drive and deliver. Our 77% driver retention rate means they're loyal and happy because they know we treat them right. So come get paid to travel and check out Norseman.com today.
And we are back here waiting for the second set to start. Mr. Woolrich, the down official, has beckoned the Bulldog libero into the set. Ava Moen is coming off. Taylor Bonnick plays the back row for Ava Moen, who plays middle hitter in the front row. He has now cleared that the Eagles are in their correct positions. The Eagles will start the second set with the serve, and Conway is back on the service line. Nice up by the Bulldogs, going to the right side. Hannah Sternberg with the attack from the right side for another kill. Coming into the set is Sydney Hagan. Hannah Sternberg will now sit on the bench until it's her turn to come back into the front row. Sydney Hagan back on the service line. Bulldogs are leading 1-0. Nice deep serve by Hagan. Ball drops tight to the net. Addison Frank was there if it had cleared, but it did not. Drops to the floor on the Eagles side. Hagan on the service line, leading 2-0. Another nice serve, deep. Setter takes the ball over the court. And Byers on the attack, brought up by the Eagles. Going to their middle hitter. Brought up by Jolie Rice. Bulldogs need to get in system here, get a set so they can get an attack on the ball. Middle hitter attacks for the Eagles. That was number 12, Child, and it just goes long. Hagan continues to serve for the Bulldogs, leading 3-2 in this second set. Brought up by the Eagles. Ball is set to the middle attacker, Peterson, and it goes down. Nope, that was Jeske, excuse me. That was Jeske with the kill. We have a couple substitutions coming in. Number 35, Mira is coming in for Jeske, and number 13, Kaiser, taking the court for number 3, Flores. 35 on the service line. And an attack by Eastfold, brought up by the Eagles, back into the Bulldogs' court. Attack by Byers, brought up by the Eagles again. Going to the middle attack, brought up by the Bulldogs one more time, out to Byers, who's going to roll it over. They are setting outside hitter, big swing, but into the top of the net. No block, no touch. Eastfold back on the service line. The Bulldogs are leading 4-1. Nice serve going to the outside hitter, 13. And that ball is blocked by Frank and Moen, and it lands on the Eagles' court for a block kill. Again, a block is not considered a block unless it immediately terminates the play. Eastfold with the serve. Eagles on the attack, and they sail it long to the back wall. Bulldogs are leading 6-1. Avery Eastfold on the Bulldog service line. Going to the right side, Jolie Rice with a nice dig. Byers with an attack, but brought up by the blocker. Set over the net, and Byers on the attack again. Taken off the block, set outside, and it is blocked out by the Bulldogs. Need to learn to turn those hands in, especially when you're on that. Wouldn't you agree, Kelsey? Kelsey, a great blocker.
Thanks.
In her day.
That was just a few years ago.
Probably still is, but she's carrying an extra person with her these days.
Yeah.
Oh, and Eagles get an ace serve. The ball hits the top of the net and down.
Those serves are tough to get.
Yeah, you got to watch the serve come all the way over. Ava Moen was transitioning and just did not see it hit the net and drop. Attack by Frank. It goes long. Score is now 6-4. See if the Bulldogs can side this out. Get another rotation going here. Kovacs on the service line. She's the libero for the Eagles. Dottie Byers on a quick, and it comes off the blocker's hand and down on the Eagles' court.
That is kill number 5 for Dottie unofficially.
Bailey Dagstead is back into the set. She is just a junior along with Tenley Kessler, who is also a junior. She will be setting for the Bulldogs out of the back row. Ball is set by the Eagles to the middle. Sydney Hagan tried to dig that one up, just a little too far out of position. Got her hands on it, but it did not come up high enough for someone else to get under it. We have a substitution now for the Eagles. Number 6 is coming into the set, Middleton. Number 4, Figueroa is back on the service line. Bulldogs on the attack, and we ran, what do they call that, Kelsey? Shadow?
Yeah.
We had 2 hitters go up, but only one of them took the ball, and that was Ava Moen for a kill.
I think some of them call it tandem hitting too.
Okay.
Depends on who you play for, what they want to call it.
Which coach wants to call it what? Dottie Byers on the service line. Bulldogs are leading 8-5. Oh, and a miscommunication again by the Eagles, and that ball drops on their court. Byers on the service line for the Bulldogs. Eagles in position to bring that ball up, maybe get an attack here. Right to the setter, and they are going out of the middle for an attack. And the middle hitter tried to tip it over, but Ava Moen was there with hands up, getting the block for the Bulldogs. Byers on the service line, Bulldogs leading 10-5. Nice deep serve, going to the outside hitter, and that goes long. No touch called. So Byers will continue to serve. Nice deep serve again. Setter is chasing ball. Little tip over the net. Ava Moen picks it up. Outside to Bailey Dagstad, who gets a kill off the back row defensive specialist. Girls seem to be swinging better tonight. Don't you agree, Kelsey?
Yeah, they're capitalizing on all those free balls.
And there have been a lot of free balls. That ball is served by Byers, taken by the back row, and into the net. So Bulldog point number 13. Bulldogs are leading 13-5. It's a little different seeing a team with our purple and gold colors.
I know.
We haven't had a conference until the Eagles joined our conference. There wasn't any other purple and gold.
No, we're used to seeing red or blue or green.
And way back in the day, North Iowa, which is Buffalo Center, was purple and white.
Oh, wow.
When I was in high school, back in '76. That dates me a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're dating yourself a little bit.
Flores back on the service line for the Eagles. Bulldogs are leading 13-6. Taken by Bonnick. Outside to Dagstad, and that was Hannah Sternberg, and it goes wide out the sideline. It was a nice swing. Just needs to get on a little more on top of that ball, keep the ball in front.
Yep, follow through.
Flores on the service line. Short into the net, giving the Bulldogs their 14th point. Ava Moen comes out of the set. The libero does not have to come out of the set at this point as Avery Eastfold comes in because the libero is serving. Bonnick is serving the ball up with the block, and we have...
I was wondering about that.
A 2-hit. Yep. Double hit on the setter for the Eagles. Bonnick will continue to serve. 15-7 Bulldog lead. Little short serve. And that ball gets launched out of bounds over towards the Bulldog fans by Peterson. She is a junior for the Eagles. Vonick on the service line. Nice serve. And that will be a 4-hit call. There was no touch. The blocker went up, but there was no touch. Ball didn't clear the net, so when they hit it that 4th time, the official was on top of that. Vonick with the serve. Really short, and so short that it went into the net. Bulldogs are leading 17-8. The libero for the Eagles is coming out, and number 12 is coming into the set, Child. And now we have a substitution for the Eagles. Number 1 is coming back into the set, Thatcher. Peterson is on the service line for the Eagles. And that goes into the net for the Eagles. So now we have a substitution. Number 27 for the Eagles is coming in. And I do not have a number and a name for her. And back in for the Bulldogs is Jolie Rice, who will be setting out of the back row, and Addison Frank playing in the front row. The serve is good. Pushed over by the Eagles. Brought up by Vonick. Outside to Avery Eastfold, who gets another kill on the evening. She may be little, but she's got some ups.
Yep,
she's
that
a
girl can jump.
Nice jump. Bulldogs are leading 19-8. Served by Rice. Set to the middle. Brought up by Byers and off the ceiling. Jolene Rice could not get under that. It ricocheted too quickly off the top of our building here. Number 2 is coming in for the Eagles, Gonzalez. 23 is going back, Jeske on the service line. See if the Bulldogs can get in system here and get another kill. Jolie Rice brings up the ball, overpassed by the Bulldogs. And a miscommunication by the Eagles. Nobody was sure who was going to take that. And that was a free ball. It just did not get cleared. Looks like the Eagles are taking a timeout. The Bulldogs are leading 20-9.
At Storby Seed, we are your trusted advisor in your farm operation. That is why we created our Solutions Beyond the Seed platform. How do you manage your farming operation today? How do you know what is profitable and what inputs to invest in? We help collect data. You can't manage what you don't measure, and we analyze and collaborate with you to help you use your data to make informed decisions. Data provides insight, so let's get the conversation started today at StorbySeed.com. Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Kelsey, do you have a few unofficial stats for us while we're waiting?
Yes, so far unofficially for kills, Dottie Byers has 5, Bailey Dagstead has 1, Ava Moen has 3, Avery Eastfold has 2, Addison Frank has 2, and Hannah Sternberg has 4. Blocks tonight unofficially. Addison Frank has 3, and Ava Moen has 4. And Taylor Vonick has 4 digs. Sydney Hagan 1, Dottie Byers 1, and Jolie Rice has 4 digs tonight so far.
Good job for Jolie. Taylor Vonick at libero. Hagan back on the service line for the Bulldogs. Nice serve off the defensive specialist. Being brought free ball over by the Bulldogs. Taken by Hagan. Set by Rice. Attacked by Eastfold. Eagles keep the ball alive. And the official is going to call a double hit on the Eagles. Bulldogs are now leading 21-9. Hagan on the service line. Bulldogs are continuing to communicate when the ball is what we would call dead, not in live action. The attack by the Eagles, just a down ball, but it goes way long for 22 points for the Bulldogs. Hagan on the service line, see if she can finish out this set. Brought up by the Bulldogs, overpass, or by the Eagles, overpass. Frank on the attack. And Frank had a nice attack on the overpass, but she is in the top of the net. Something, it's a common sophomore. She's playing hard. She's playing great.
She's doing better than she did last Tuesday, but still has got to work on net awareness and control of your body and all that fun stuff.
Yep, she just got the top of the net on that attack. So
definitely
we have
improving though.
Eagles are in the serving. Byers on the attack, brought up by the Eagles, bouncing off the ceiling and through the light system. Now a push over by the Eagles. Hagan with the dig. And an attack by Avery, brought up again by the Eagles, but off the ceiling and down. Much to the frustration of the Eagles with this low ceiling. Number 35 is coming back in for the Eagles. That is Briley Eastfold with the serve and hits the top of the net and rolls back to the Bulldog side, giving the Eagles their 11th point. The libero for the Eagles is going to the service line. Bulldogs are leading 23-11 in the second set. Number 26, Peterson, back into the front row for the Eagles. Brought up by Hagan. Down ball by Moen. An attack and a tip and a block by Addison Frank and Ava Moen. Get credit for that block. Sometimes you try to sneak a tip in there and it just doesn't work because there's blockers up. Bailey Dagstead is now back into the set. Jolie Rice will come out. Tenley Kessler coming into the set as our setter. Going back to the service line, and Addison Frank will take the bench. And that is a really nice serve by Kessler. And an attempt to free ball it over by the Eagles. And that is the end of our second match, 25-11 in favor of the Bulldogs. We will go to our set break. Tonight's Lake Mills Set Break Show is brought to you by Storby Seed in Lake Mills, where every day is seed day. Find out more at storbyseed.com.
What has your nitrogen done for you lately? Pivot Bio Proven 40 is the first new form of nitrogen in 100 years. At Storby Seed, we want to make sure you understand your nitrogen program and how Proven 40 fits. From diversifying your nitrogen program with Proven 40 as 40 pounds of ammonia nitrogen to the efficiency of Proven 40 is that it can go on seed or in furrow, so you don't have to take as much synthetic nitrogen to the field. Finally is the consistency of Proven 40. It stays on the root and will not leach or run off. Call Matt at 641-590-6744. Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Hi, I'm Kennedy. I'm from St. Ansgar and I'm studying elementary education at NIAC. You might think you know NIAC, but I promise there is so much more to see. I've had so many great experiences as a part of the volleyball team and as a student ambassador. NIAC has given me a chance to meet new friends, explore career opportunities, and feel really confident moving forward. I'll be transferring after I graduate next year, and I know that all of my credits will transfer, and I've saved a lot of money. Check out NIAC. It's been a great experience for me, and it will be for you too. Apply at niac.edu/go-niac.
The comfort that comes from dependable, quality LP gas is delivered when you need it from Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson. Locally owned and operated since 2005. Hanson LP Gas also has contract pricing and provides new tank installations and service. Whether it's for your home, grain dryer, or business, you get competitive prices and quick, efficient service. Contact Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson today.
All right, we are back here getting ready for the third set. Bulldogs are leading 2-0 over the Eagle Grove Eagles. We do have a nice crowd on hand tonight. It was Parents' Night. So during Parents' Night, the parents escort their players out onto the court while they are announced. A nice picture is being taken by Lori Groh. And it looks like the Bulldogs, again, with alternating serves every other set until that fifth set if we get to it. Then there's another coin toss, but we're hoping the Bulldogs can get this done in 3 tonight. Jolie Rice is back on the service line. Brought up by the Eagles. Outside attack by the Eagles. Brought up by Byers. Right side attack by Sternberg, and that goes long. Child was on the attack for the Eagles on that last round. Number 2, Conway, is back on the service line for the Eagles. Brought up by Byers. Into Jolie's hands, and an attack by Eastfold. Brought up by the Eagles. Attack by Sternberg. Brought up by the Eagles again. Bulldogs have got to find the floor here with an attack. And a nice tip by Addison Frank.
Sub for the Bulldogs is number 2, Sydney Hagen, coming in for Hannah Sternberg. She will go back to serve for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs and Eagles are tied up at 1 apiece. Nice serve by, and Addison Frank finds the court on the overpass, timed that correctly, found that zone 5 deep in the corner. Nobody there. Bulldogs lead 2-1, Hagen on the service line. Brought up by the Eagles. Free ball by the Eagles into the Bulldogs' hands. Eastfold on the attack, off the block, brought up by the Eagles. An attack, brought up by Hagen. Set by Jolie Rice, and with an exclamation point, Dottie Byers takes it down the line. She has not gotten as many sets tonight as she had the other night, but we like to see the mix-up in the front row. Got to keep the opposing team guessing on who's getting that ball.
No, they're doing a much better job tonight of mixing it up and utilizing all their hitters.
Which is key when it comes to playing teams that know who your big gun is, and if you don't have more than one big gun, they're going to shut that gun down. Both the Eagles got called for an illegal ball handling, and now again we are on the attack by the Eagles. That comes off Addison Frank on the block and down to the floor. That attack was by Jeske for the Eagles. She is now going back to serve. Coming into the set for the Eagles is number 13, Kaiser. Number 3, Flores, is taking the bench. Bulldogs are leading 4-2 in this third set. Byers with a pass off the hands of another Bulldog and under the net. Point Eagles. Bulldogs still lead 4-3. See if the Bulldogs can side out here. Stay in system. Nice serve by the Eagles. And that is dug up by Avery
Eastfold.
Yes, that was an overpass that the Eagles took down, but Avery Eastfold was there. And Byers again. Exclamation point attack.
That was a great job of communicating and working together by the Bulldogs.
Number 35 is back in the set for the Eagles. That is Briley, I believe is how I pronounce her name. Eastfold on the service line for the Bulldogs. A 2 attack over, going outside to Byers, who tips it. Eagles court. A nice attack, brought up by Jolie Rice. Addison Frank on the attack. Ava Moen with a kill.
Nice spot.
She took that ball back across from the middle to zone 1. For those of you that don't know the zones, usually it used to be that the server had to stay in that zone 1 area, but then it rotates to the front right, then the middle, then the left front, and the Bulldogs are trying to keep that ball alive. They are getting called for a lift. So your zones start back right, move up to right front, middle front, left back, and middle back, zones 1 through 6. Libero on the serve. Eagles got a little piece of that. Ball got brought up out of the net, but it's launched long by the Bulldogs. Score is 6-5. Bulldogs need to get the ball back here and open this game up again. And court awareness by Ava Moen. And that ball, she tips it over the blocker and into the court.
In for the Bulldogs, number 13, Natalie Larry, and then number 9, Tenley Kessler, and she will go back to serve.
Bulldogs are leading 7-5. Tenley went on a really nice run in that second set. See if she can do it again. Outside attack by the Eagles. Vonnick Vonnick just does not like balls to drop in front of her, or beside her, or behind her. And again, Vonnick with the free ball over. Eagles on the attack. And it is, Tenley Kessler got underneath it, but it just was too low for any other Bulldog to get into that. Point Eagles.
Eagles are keeping it close this third set.
Thatcher back on the service line, number 1 for the Eagles. Bulldogs are leading 7-6. Ball is set to Ava Moen with the attack, brought up by the Eagles, going outside. Oh, and number 13, Kaiser, got through the block that time. We are tied up at 7. See if the Bulldogs can get a nice attack here. Side out. Get the ball back in their hands. Their setter, their server. Nice up. Going outside. Oh! And Natalie Larry gets the kill. She has just come into the set.
In for the Bulldogs, number 8, Hannah Sterenberg. She came in for Natalie Hagen. Back to serve is Dottie Byers.
Brought up by the Eagles. It's going to be a free ball over. Chance for the Bulldogs to show us what they've got. Ava Moen, another court aware, finds the tip to zone 2.
Unofficially tonight, that is Ava Moen's 6th kill.
Nice job, Ava. Build a little confidence here. Dottie Byers serving. Bulldogs are in the lead, 9-7. Tipped over by the Eagles. Oh, and that ball is tight to the net. Ooh. And the Eagles try to take an attack off the overpass, and it goes into the net and down. Bulldogs lead 10-7. Byers on the service line. Overpass. Natalie Leary with another attack on that overpass. She gets credit for the kill. It's nice to see players coming in off the bench and playing like that, getting that opportunity. Another overpass. Vonnick takes it up. Sternberg on the attack from the outside. Pushed over by the Eagles. Set up by Kessler. Attack by Hannah Sternberg for a kill.
Unofficially, that is Hannah's 5th kill of the night.
Good job. And she is just a junior. And Natalie Leary, I believe, is just a junior also, correct?
Yes.
And, Byers gets an ace serve off the hands of number 35, Briley. Bulldogs are leading 13-7. Let's see if they can open this up a little more. And it goes into the net. I spoke too soon. Dottie has that little bit of a jump serve, like a little jump float.
Yeah.
Coming back into the set for the Eagles is number 3, Flores. And number 23, Jeske. Jeske has done a little damage in this set. Byers with the pass. Kessler with the set, out to Sternberg. Puts the ball over. On the attack and off. And they're chasing. Bulldogs are chasing. Natalie Leary gets it over after Dottie Byers chases it down. Oh, nice attack by the Eagles. Bulldogs had chased that down, kept the ball alive. You'll like to see that. Nice attack from the right side by the Eagles. Flores back on the service line. Bulldogs are leading 13-9. Taken by Sternberg. Out to Ava Moen with the attack. Brought up by the Eagles. Push deep. Back row attack. And that goes long. Dottie Byers. Flores back on the service line. Bulldogs are leading 13-10. Scrambling for that. And Natalie Leary coming into this third set, her third kill.
Yes. Good
Nice job, Natalie.
In for the Bulldogs is Avery Eastfold, number 6. And back to serve is Taylor Vonick, our libero, number 4.
Nice ace serve by Taylor Vonick. Short and over the net. Flores just couldn't handle it. Vonick will continue to serve. Bulldogs are leading 15-10. And into the net.
That is the team's 6th missed serve tonight.
They've got to clean that up a little bit. One thing that, when the ball goes into the net on a missed serve, there's no question. But if you miss on the sideline or out of bounds, the team that's receiving has to make that choice on whether to play that ball or not. Goes into the net, there's no choice to make. Block off of Eastwold, coming over by the Eagles, and she tips it over our blocker and down to the floor. Needed a little more coverage right behind the blocker on that one. Good court sense by the Eagles to see that opening. 15-12. Bulldogs leading. Taylor Vonick not being able to handle that serve.
That's a rare occasion for
Very
her.
rare occasion. Little jump float there by the Eagles. Okay. Free ball over by the Eagles. It does not clear the net. Bulldogs are ready to pick it up.
Sub for the Bulldogs, number 19, Jolie Rice. She will go back to serve and set from the back row. And number 15 for the Bulldogs is Addison Frank.
Again, she's just a sophomore, so we're going to have her for a couple more years. She's really showing some improvement. Nice job of blocking in the front. I believe she's leading the Bulldogs in blocks from the stats that I looked at earlier today.
Her and 8, yes.
She has how many tonight?
4 combined with Ava Mullen.
Okay. Jolie Rice is back on the service line. Bulldogs are leading 17-13. See if she can serve this set out. Pushed over by the Eagles. Rice with the ball. And Addison Frank with the kill out of the middle.
That was also a beautiful set by Jolie Rice, getting it up high enough for Addison to go get it and get on top of it.
I was about to say that, so I'm glad you interjected
Setters
that.
Don't always get the recognition.
You're right.
It's a hard job. I definitely was grateful for all the setters that I had throughout my career.
Yeah, because if you don't have the pass, you can't get the set, and you can't get the kill unless you get the set.
Yeah, as a hitter, you want to have a good relationship with them, too, so you can work together and fix problems and timing and whatnot.
Not sure what's going on here. Jolie Rice is going back to serve again.
I think they called a double hit.
Okay, so we have 19-13, Bulldog lead. We thought the Eagles were going to get that ball. Bulldogs get the block. Goes out of bounds off the Eagles defense and scores 20-13. Jolie Rice will continue to serve.
In for the Bulldogs, got a sub, number 5. Don't want to say her name wrong. Brittany Liebag. I knew it was Brittany. I can't remember her last name, though. She went in for Dottie Byers.
Jolie Rice on the service line. Bulldogs leading 20-13. Bulldogs. Oh, nice dig by Vonick, and now she's going to take the ball back over. Brittany had brought that ball up off the dig. Good job by Brittany. Again, sometimes coming off that bench late in the third set, got a little bit of the jitters, but she did a nice job of keeping that ball in play. Jolie Rice with the serve. Ball is overpassed and down. No touch on from the Bulldogs, so it hit the top of the net and down. No touch, no block. Bulldogs are leading 22-13. 3 points to go for set and match point. Ball is brought up by the Eagles. Push deep. Hannah Sternberg on the attack and off the defensive specialist in the back row of the Eagles. Score is now 23-13.
Unofficially tonight, that's Hannah's 6th kill.
Nice job, Hannah Sternberg. Again, just a junior. She'll be back again next year. Short little serve by Rice. Overpass. Avery Eastfold goes on the attack on that overpass and off the Eagles and out of bounds. This is set and match point for the Bulldogs. Jolie Rice on the service line, 24-13, Bulldog lead. Deep serve, overpass, tipped down by the Bulldogs, overpassed. Going outside to Hannah Sternberg. Oh, and it goes long. She's had a couple of really nice kills tonight. That one just got a little bit too far behind her and she launched out of bounds. We are still at set point, match point. Eagles have the serve, so no matter what, when Bulldogs side out, it will be the end of the set. And that ball was served out of bounds. Our third and final set score is 25-14. Kelsey, let's hear, let's give us the scores of all three sets and then give us some of those unofficial stats for the Bulldogs.
Set 1 score was 25-14 in favor of the Bulldogs. Set 2, 25-11. Again, Bulldogs. And set 3, 25-14 for the Bulldogs. Unofficially tonight, Jolie Rice had 13 assists. Tenley Kessler had 9. Dottie Byers had 7 kills. Bailey Deggs had 1. Ava Moen, 6 kills. Avery Eastfold, 4. Addison Frank, 5. Hannah Sternberg, 6. And Natalie Larry, 3. The Bulldogs did a really good job tonight mixing it up, getting all their hitters involved. Tonight for blocks, Addison and Ava combined for 5 unofficially. Hannah had 3. Tonight for defensive digs, Taylor Vonick unofficially had 6. Sydney Hagan 3. Dottie Byers 2. Jolie Rice had 7. Nice job there. And Tenley Kessler had 2. And a couple ace serves. Dottie Byers had 1. Taylor Vonick 1. And Tenley Kessler had 2.
Okay, nice job by the Bulldogs tonight on their home court. And we will be back, I want to say the 19th for the North Union match. And then October 3rd will be the big showdown between the Forest City Indians and the Lake Mills Bulldogs. For Kelsey Larson-Ringham and Ree Peterson from the Bulldog Dog House, we are going to sign off.
Have a good night, everyone.
Congratulations, Bulldogs.